Hey there, beautiful people. Quick update. I went today and had a radiation mask created. So, a little bit of a unique experience. Safe to say, most people probably never have this experience, but I will describe it for you now. I will just start by saying, when I was a child, my sister and I were sent to a special school. This was a very unique and special place. It was run by kind of an eccentric psychiatrist, and she did all kinds of just her beliefs. Anyway, special school, but this school had a lot of like wild and crazy art, like really into art and hands-on art. And I remember as a child, we made these masks where they took plaster and put plaster like completely over our faces, like liquid, like you could paint it on like thick paint, and then you have to lay there and let it dry, and they put 2 little straws in your nostrils so you could breathe. That is the vibe of my radiation mask process that I went through today. So the lady who made my appointment multiple times, like I'd say 4 to 5 times, "You're not claustrophobic, are you? Are you claustrophobic? By the way, just checking, are you claustrophobic?" Like she called to ask, and she was like getting in my head a little bit. I was like, "Am I claustrophobic?" And I said to her, like, "How would I know? Like, I've never been told I am. I've never had an experience, but like, have I ever been, buried in a coffin by mistake? No. So like, I don't know." So I was like, "No, I think I'm okay." So went today, and she was the nurse who had to do my IV because this was also, they make this mask for you for during your radiation, and they do a CT scan with contrast. So over the course of I was in the hospital for 9 days. I had so many, they come to take my blood every day. They'd start an IV, they'd move my IV. I mean, honestly, I've been poked and prodded a bunch. Don't usually ever have a problem with needles, but you know how when somebody comes at you and they're kind of hesitant, and I want the nurse who's doing or the tech or whatever who's doing the needle to be like, "Okay, let's go." She was really hesitant. She was good. It was fine. There's my arm. There's nothing to it. But she was kind of hesitant. And that was the same lady who was nervous about the claustrophobia. And she was like, "Yeah, even tough. Police officers and stuff come in and they're claustrophobic." And I was just like, "I'm fine." And I was totally fine. So, and they made me fast, which I was pissed. I was Googling. There's no reason on God's green earth why you have to fast for a CT with contrast. It can cause nausea and vomiting, and I guess they're making this mask and they don't want that. So maybe that's why, I don't know. I was mad about having to fast, and they specifically called me yesterday to confirm that I wasn't claustrophobic, and also to ask or to remind me not even to drink water. So this morning, literally after last night, I could not even drink water. So I'm I've got my coffee. I ran home, I made my breakfast and my coffee, but yeah. So the mask, so they have you lay on the table, which is the CT table, and the mask is just and it has all these little millions of holes on it. And I have this huge obtrusive mouth guard inside of my mouth, which had to be molded. That was made a couple weeks ago. Wearing my obtrusive huge mouth guard. And the mouth guard pushes my tongue out of the way. So, and I can't talk in the mouth guard. So just hand signals. And she also kept asking me questions that were more open-ended. When you're dealing with someone who cannot talk, you should not say whereabouts is whatever. No, that doesn't work. So anyways, every question was "Are you hot or cold?" Anyways, she literally, "Are you hot or do you want a blanket?" I was fine. But so then the mask, they're "Pretend you're at the spa, shut your eyes, it's gonna be hot." And there's 2 ladies doing it. So they put it over your face, and it's literally and then periodically they're smushing it down in certain areas. And then that has to stay on for 10 minutes. Smush, 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 smush. They did some weird stuff around my scar. My eyes were closed. They did a thing for my neck. And then they did 3 CTs, 2 with the contrast. and then I was free. So my mask is like, it looks like a beekeeper or like a fencer mask, and it's custom to my face. It's gonna live at the center, like on a special shelf with my mouth guard, where I will go for 30 times starting on August 13th. So that's the experience. Hope you guys are all doing wonderful, beautiful people. I love you so much, and I'll see you later.